In this lesson, I want to draw out the blood vessels of the celiac trunk. Now, the celiac trunk does go to three distinctive organs that we've discussed, and they will give off other blood vessels that you guys would need to know in some upper division anatomy courses. But for our purposes, there's three organs we will concern ourselves with in three divisions. As a reminder, we have the stomach here and the spleen here, and that will take us to the bulk of what we want to know. And there's only one thing missing here, the liver. And I'm going to begin by drawing the abdominal aorta coming down and then passing inferior to passing behind the stomach. And the celiac trunk, I'm going to draw it in blue, emerging off of our stomach, off of our aorta. As it comes off the aorta here, it will give off three individual blood vessels. Now, the first two I'm going to draw that would go to either the stomach or the spleen. The first one would go to the spleen. I'm going to draw this in purple. It will come off, pass behind the stomach, and so I'll draw the two parts of it coming off, and then we'll go all the way to the spleen and enter to the hilum of the spleen. So enter the spleen's hilum, and then we can color it in, but it's a little more difficult to do on the iPad, so I'm going to leave it in purple and just draw it coming behind there. The other one, which I'm going to draw in orange, will come off, and it will emerge into the stomach, and it's the left gastric. It goes more upwards and hooks down, and the left gastric will usually go across this way, and we can leave a bit of it here, the left gastric artery. And so on your models, you usually see it moving upwards and hooking in the middle here, forming this loop as it will go on the lesser curvature of the stomach. Now, it will give off branches, of course, that supply the stomach. Now, the other one will be the common hepatic artery. And the common hepatic artery will move here towards the right, and I've drawn this in green, and we can see it going that way, the common hepatic artery. And that will go in towards the liver, and it will supply other arteries, and there are actually other vessels that come off of this that supply the rest of the mucosa. But these major blood vessels, if we look at it in order of, if we go from right to left here, we do have the common hepatic artery, left gastric, and splenic arteries. Now, just as a reminder, and I'm going to use some gray just to show this, there is a splenic vein that would come into here at the hilum of the spleen as well, but we cannot see it on this part, but just as a reference that we will see these later on. You'll see it both in the lymphatic system and in the circulatory system. But students often struggle with the branches of celiac trunk, and I hope you guys find this as a useful tool for drawing and understanding the celiac trunk, as it comes off the aorta and gives rise to three branches: the common hepatic, the left gastric, and splenic arteries. And this concludes my video on the brain.